You got to make it stand out, and it has to look like it lives in the world, that it's something that she can use and that lives on her body as well. She's able to pull it out, and she's able to bring it out and, create a fortune.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I hope you liked my little EA intro there. I couldn't resist as soon as I saw him say that. But basically, the EA announcement has finally happened for Apex, and it literally looks like they could turn this whole thing around. It looks like they're doing a really good job, and I can't wait, genuinely. But the announcement was so big, I'm going to break it down into a few different videos, and this one is just insanely detailed on Wattson, or aka the static defender, Natalie Wattson-Paquette. Now, she's age 22, comes from Solace, and she is actually going to be Respawn's tool to introduce this whole storyline side into the Apex Battle Royale island. But in the beginning of the video, we're just going to go over all of her abilities, exactly what they do. We'll get into the story a little bit later if you are interested in that. Now, her main little passive ability is called Spark of Genius. Now, its main ability is it regenerates your ultimate 100% when you use an ultimate accelerant. It isn't just 20%, it does it 100%. So you can stack them, instantly recharge your ultimates. Now, its second passive ability is when you have your ultimate out, your passive recharges your tactical. It's like a three-way connected ultimate, passive, tactical, connective ability, but for some reason they've put it in as a passive, and it will show that little hologram letting you know it's charging your tactical. Now, that sounded so weird, I know, but moving on with the tactical, the perimeter security, and this is what gets charged super fast by your passive when using the ultimate. Now, you can place up to 12 of these down on the map. You can stack 4 of them in your inventory. It takes 21 seconds to recharge, and they'll open up when teammates walk through, but they will actually stun and damage enemies. But we don't have a confirmation on how much damage it does yet. We know it stuns. You can place 12 of them down, and you can stack 4. They create these like electrical fences. It's going to be interesting and very tactical gameplay. Now, your ultimate is the interception pylon. Now, this is huge. This thing, you can place up to 3 of these. Because you can instantly recharge your ultimate, you can just place loads of ultimates if you've stacked ultimate accelerants in your inventory. So they put a limit on this, and you can only place 3 of them down at once. Now, these block pretty much all incoming projectiles. It's like one of those trophy systems from COD, but super enlarged. It stops Gibraltar bombardments. As you can see here in this clip, you see the electricity coming from the ultimate, and it absolutely looks insane. Like, the lifeline down there is just reviving with no worries about that Gibraltar ultimate, because protected by the Wattson ultimate. Their interactions between all the ultimates and the characters is brilliant from Respawn. But yeah, this ultimate also recharges your entire team's shield for everyone that's within range. So I'm wondering if that will stack if you have 3 ultimates out. And as you can see, when it's charging your teammates, you can see that like shining around their body, that it's actually charging their common or rare or legendary shields. Now, they also kind of showed a little few character animations of inside, the little hand gestures, things like that. Something else they also did, it was a very tiny bit, so I've put it on a bit of a loop, was the character movement, and she looks a bit like Lifeline-ish, except for the giant shoulders, Pathfinder shoulders. And then something else that was a very tiny screen that I put in super slow-mo because it was such a tiny detail, was it actually showed Wattson's loading screen. So you see this little blue background, that's going to be a loading screen. But other than that, I'm going to leave you basically with the trailer for Wattson, because she got her entire own little cartoon, animated cinematic thing that was really nice. It was really touching. It brings us all in and wants us to play Apex. But I hope you enjoy it. If you did enjoy my little video and breaking down everything we know on Wattson so far, then hit the like button, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, especially, you know the drill. But yeah, as I said, peace out, adios.
My dearest Natalie, As I write this letter, it's the middle of the night in late summer. An hour ago, you cracked the equations necessary to power the force field. You showed me up tonight, my magnificent daughter, and I couldn't be happier or prouder of that. I always knew you were special, but never did I fathom that the little girl who taught her staffed Nacy multiplication tables would grow up to master quantum laser mechanics. I have assured the Syndicate that the modified containment force field will be operational in a month's time, and it's all thanks to you. I may be just a doddering old fool trying to hold on to mon bébé a little while longer before he loses her to adulthood. But I do see you. I see the strong, brilliant, wonderful young woman you've become. And I know when the day comes that I'm no longer with you, you are going to be just fine. The games will be brilliant because you are brilliant. My daughter can and will do anything she wants in this life because she is the smartest woman in the frontier. Je t'aime de tout mon cœur, pour toujours, Papa.
I did it, Papa. I hope wherever you are, you're cheering for me.